Welcome back to Night of the Dead. On Sins, let's test build stuff. So, looking at Shout's setup, I came up into a couple of problems. I was like, okay, he has an endless death loop. Let's try and rebuild it. And I kind of did, but not without a lot of issues. Because Shout seems to have this odd way of doing things. So here we have his basic structure, and it's set up symmetrically because, you know, I like symmetry. So here we are. I put a platform or a trap or anything of the sort right in here, snapping or not snapping. It doesn't matter how I did it. Zombies would get here and they couldn't see the valid path. And I couldn't figure out why. I was at this for about 3 hours, trying it in all kinds of ways. Nothing worked short of just using a normal foundation. So I went back and I looked at Shout's video, and sure enough, there is certain differences. This is snapping. These two items are snapped together. In his video, you can clearly see that his is overlapped. Let's quickly. Alright, so his pillars or columns look like this. So, we're like, okay, it has to do something with the columns, perhaps. Went back and experimented. His is built on uneven ground, so he had to do something like this to get it to work. Alright, so I figured that out. Came up here, placed a platform, the trap, and of course I like the spike floor. So I was like, okay, this could probably be an optimal build for him, because each one of these does 100, including this. However, you know, this up here, this pendulum, it has such a low count. Constant reloading of this is what I think kills him the most, or gets him almost killed half the time. Although he's pretty good with a lightsaber. So I built this up here. It's like, okay, we got trapdoor. Obviously, don't stand on it when you reload. But like, okay, so he has his stairs so that, you know, he can come down here and he could reload through a wall. And it has to be a wall that he reloads through. So long as it's fully upgraded, it'll work. I tried the window. The window doesn't like snapping to the columns, which really sucks. So there's that. So we essentially made his thing of death, and the pathing works just fine. His loop of death just works fine. So to demonstrate that, let me just go ahead, spawn in a zombie, creative test zombie. Sometimes it gets stuck like that. It doesn't like to obey the normal laws because it is a test zombie. Alright, so there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here, and I would like to give this a test run to see how good it holds up against a horde, but at the same time I don't want to try and upload a really long video But this is my optimized build for Solut. I hope you can make use of this. I honestly would get rid of the pendulum. If it were me, I'd try and put something else here other than a pendulum. But this is trying to mimic his build. So to get builds like this, you have to stagger the columns. That's the important thing. So there you go. That's it for the sins. Let's test build stuff. So goodbye.